Welcome back to another episode of Juggalos Deceived by Witchcraft. This is part 3. We're going to call it the bloodline, the paint. My name's Resistance the Spellbreaker. Allow me to let you in on a little something. So we're going to go back to the bloodline. I've talked about this before on this channel. And basically what it is that in our Bible, angels are depicted as having the facial features of animals, okay? Humanoids with facial features of animals, okay? Some people believe that angels are hermaphrodites, okay? This is where we get the depiction of the Baphomet goat, obviously Satan being a fallen angel. And when we go back to the hieroglyphs in ancient Egypt, we can see that, in fact, fallen angels did have faces like animals. So when they go into women, out come the Nephilim giants. The Nephilim giants die, and they become demons, okay? They don't have a salvation right. They become demons, which can possess human beings. That's important, okay? So the bloodline comes from after the flood, okay? Before the flood, we have the Nephilim. After the flood, we have the Rephaim. So the Bible never says what happens to these Rephaim. So the Rephaim basically breed with people our size, and over a few hundred years lose their animalistic facial features and lose their size, okay? And there are people today who run the world and the entertainment industry who are all related to one another. Even though they give you the underdog story, people have a tendency, if someone's a little rich, spoiled brat, no one's going to ever think of them as anything. But if someone comes up from the dirt, you know what I mean? Then we give them like that extra respect, and they know that about us. So when you're attempting to appeal to a poorer class, you have to give the freaking sob story or, the underground story. And, they do that for a couple other reasons, because they want people to think they could do it too. And they want you to try to be something that you can never be and be a failure in life. Okay. These people are very evil. Anyway, so it's my opinion that the Insane Clown Posse, Violent J, and Shaggy Dope, it's my opinion that these two people are, in fact, in this bloodline. Now, I can't prove it. I suspect it more with Mr. Bruce, because I find his name in my research, his last name in my research from time to time. Also, one of the things about the Nephilim that are documented is that some of them had elongated skulls, and Violent J's constantly making fun of his very large forehead. So, it could be me going out on a stretch there. Take it with a grain of salt. So, that's the bloodline, okay? Can't prove it, highly suspect it. Masked and paint comes from many polytheistic cultures and is an attempt to mimic what was once seen. This is also done with humanoid giant dolls or balloons, okay, by these cultures. And you can see this in parades today, okay? They're always coming out with giant humanoid beings, okay? So putting paint on your face is not something that these two guys in Southwest Detroit created, obviously, okay? It actually goes back into Freemasonry, because Freemasonry just can't keep its nasty, grubby hands off of anything that's evil. So a lot of people point out in places that we see these clowns that the circus performance mimics a Freemasonic ritual, okay? And people have pointed that out. And I'll point out that the carnivals and the circuses and the parades are usually run by the Freemasons or the Shriners, which is another branch of Freemasonry. So a man by the name of Joseph Grimaldi is responsible for creating the modern day clown, okay? With the help of the Freemasons, his son was a clown as well. And there we have our Joe and Joey, okay? And over in Britain, clowns are still today called Joeys. And when we talk about this particular type of clown, people who study this thing will actually refer to our modern day clown as the Joey clown, or a Joey style clown, okay? So it's my opinion that these two individuals aren't being honest about their first names being Joey. I could be wrong about that. It's just my opinion, okay? I'm allowed to have one, right? So celebrities will change their names a lot. This is something we've seen, over and over and over and over and over again. So it wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility. So I believe that they're actually themed after Joseph Grimaldi and his son. Personally, I believe that they're a creation by the Freemasons and that they were themed after these two individuals. Now, the paint, what it is, it's an over-exaggeration of mimicking the Nephilim facial feature. Okay, it symbolizes the demon possession takeover or altered ego. Okay, it's an outward expression of the demon that they allow to possess them. Okay, so remember that Nephilim, if they are in fact bloodline to these Nephilim, this would be their Nephilim forefathers, okay, coming through, channeling through them, speaking to us through their music is what it would be. And so clowns are really seen all over the world by polytheistic cultures. And in fact, in ancient Egypt, the occultic high priest was also the town clown or jester. Okay, it's my opinion that what you're looking at is you're looking at two occultic high priests. Okay, you are the congregation and the willing sacrifice to the gods that they serve. This is my opinion of what I can see taking place. So the very fact that these people come out and that they are even clowns is basically them letting you know that they worship other gods. Now, in a Christian home, you might be tolerant of everything, okay? I'm a Hebrew Israelite. If someone worships other gods, they're my enemy, straight up.